Bones, bones everywhere, bones. This is what happens when you actually allow the mister to go out on his own and walk around. Check that out. I'm gonna turn that into a face mask. And then here's what happens when you leave me alone at camp. I turn Bones into a wind chime. So yeah, this is actually going to be a video on patrolling, but damn dog. But cool things that you will find when you are patrolling if you keep an eye out. And then this will be another video eventually of cool things you can do with Bone. So here we go.
Boy, as the little woman said, this is going to be a video of patrolling. Yeah, there's a good possibility there's a bear in the neighborhood. Wants to say hi, and I don't think his name's Smokey or Yogi. Maybe Boo Boo, but who knows. So, what we're going to be doing, basics on patrolling, you know, civilian style, when everything's cool. But training's training. It is what it is. I'm just looking for anything that's out of the ordinary. Same bullshit you do when it's serious. Shh, quiet. Don't disturb nothing. I don't know. If there is a bear, it's gonna be kind of scary. Cause she's never seen one yet. But it does kind of every now and then when the wind blows. You do catch a whiff of something stinky. Stinky. Phew. You nasty little bitch.
Drive by pee.
So, we're gonna do a basic patrolling around the neighborhood of our base camp, which is kind of nice because we've been able to get it for 4 times in a row now. I ain't complaining. So, it is what it is. So, I guess this is where we go. My movement's gonna be normal, but I will be talking because she's gonna be right behind me because I ain't wearing that mic. And also, another thing too, you don't have to get all gussied up to do patrolling. Training's training. It's hot. I got sweat coming down from pretty much everywhere. Ain't fine. But like I said, training's training. So here we go. Ready? Lock and load.
And dog may act like a crackhead because she just ate.
Forward. Oh yes. Another thing we're working on is training her. You know, I'm trying to start. So I'm going to be talking a lot because I'm using words, and eventually it's hand signals. But right now, it's kind of nice. Forward.
And teach her new commands and being in the woods.
Yeah, I just noticed something. When you move, you almost like moving when you're walking down the aisle. Dum, dum, da, dum. Dum, da, dum. Forward. Remember to stop every now and then, look and listen, and schmeow. Just pray the dog ain't taking a shit in front of you. Remember, watch out for little reach out and grabs you. They suck. Step over them. Try not to bend anything, disturb anything. But like I said, at the same time, we're looking to see if there's anything in the neighborhood. Same thing, if you were really doing this shit, you'd be looking for anything that's footprints, cigarette tobacco, butts, candy wrappers, Old Spice smell, you know, Guy Purdy shit. If you smell perfume, she gonna get you. Play a little rough. And one other thing, it's only been 2 weeks since the last time we were up here from the last video, and this shit has grown. Back in the jungle. Gooks in the perimeter, man. Shit. Forward. Forward. Remember, like when you're walking through this kind of stuff, just push it and it'll swing back right by the way it was. Don't break it or bend it or any of that shit. You know, when you're walking through stuff like this, remember to kind of shuffle your feet. You know, but be careful because there might be tanglefoot. And if this is real, I put some toe poppers in here. But also remember, Victor Charlie, he does the same thing. Remember, boys and girls, when you come to an open area, you want to kind of squat down. As the boys in the infantry would say, this is a good place for an ambush. Which would be a real good area. I'd do it over on that side. Behind that tree, back in there, that other big old tree, at an angle, you's truly fucked. So, all's clear. As you get up, slowly, don't boink, hi there. You know, pop up like a hard on, doing. No, don't want that. No. You see anything or smell anything there? Yeah, especially like this little stuff. Don't mess with it. Just let it grow. Because if somebody's on your ass, that's what they're gonna be looking for. Anything that's broke. I mean, it's the best thing to do if it's broke. If you can pull that fucker up and push it down to look like it's not there without disturbing it, the best thing to do is do that. Because all it's gonna take, there's something broke. If that's the whole thing. If you're being tracked, and if you have the time, yeah, do that kind of shit. If not, because that's all the tracker's looking for. He ain't looking for you, he's looking for something. A little bone, you're fucked. kind of rocks overturned, broken sticks. Just like how you want to walk. Some people do heel toe, some people do toe heel. Whatever's comfortable for you. Mix and match it. Also, if you were seriously patrolling, see how you can see how the wind's blowing toward my face this way? I'm going to walk into that. Anytime you can possibly walk into the wind, you want to do that shit. But if a tracker's on your ass, you know, if he's coming from you, turn it around. You see, I mean, a smart person who's smelling your ass. Definitely don't eat Taco Tuesday.
Mm.
Also, when you know, seeing how we're patrolling, watch your dog. You know, watch how she's sniffing. And if she's sniffing and moving her head, it means she's caught wind of something, she's trying to pinpoint it. That's when you freeze, because something's around, whether it's human, animal, or what have you. Let her do the movement herself, because she's lower. You just freeze and just kind of watch and see what the hell she's doing. You know. It's like right now, we're not patrolling, you know, for serious, you know, unfriendly. That's, you know, possible bear or an elk. So, yeah, I got my rest of my arm. But, you know what I'm saying? And just like stuff like this, if you're being tracked, don't bend it. That's the one thing. If you're being tracked and if you got the time, take your time. Forward. Forward. She don't smell none. She smells sweetgrass, and she loves that shit. So,
And in all honesty, she's been getting her butt worked today with new commands, so she's probably a little brain tired. Yeah. Go.
See, those ain't milk duds. They're not milk duds, so don't let your kids eat them. But they work good as fertilizer too. So if you're up in the Tules and you're doing a guerrilla gardening and you need a little fertilizer, find 2 or 3 piles like that in a Walmart bag, crush them up into a powder and throw it on your shit. Yeah. You don't want fresh stuff, you want old stuff. Good fertilizer.
Was that elk sitting on this tree or something?
Yep. You know, he liked it. He had a French tickler.
It must have.
It's 2024, don't judge.
Right.
Okay. Another thing. Like I said, I ain't military, but these are just things that I've learned over the years. Especially if you're hunting, coming off a skidder and you're heading down into the tall timber, it's best right before you get into it, stop and listen. Especially the wind's blowing this way. A lot of this is going to be fucking open like a motherfucker. So it's best, you know, just kind of stop and listen and smell. Because you're going to make some noise. And you're figuring I'm walking into the sun, so I'm going to have a fucking shadow on my ass. And also, you know, it's getting towards dusk. You ain't gonna really, in this kind of stuff, don't look for the animal per se. Look for any kind of movement, shadow, anything that catches your eye. If it catches your eye, there's a reason for it. Because technically, when you're, after about 3 or 4 days, if you're doing long camping, kind of get animalistic. You know what I'm saying? But if in a real scenario, yeah, embrace that animal side. Become the top predator. And if you can, before this shit happens, watch how animals act. You know, like the coyote, he was always looking for an opportunity. You know, but he's slick about it. You just got to do that. You know, watch out for the dogman, Bigfoot. You know, and what's really funny is always 2-legged critters. Like Hemingway said, there's nothing better than hunting man. Once you've hunted man, you'll never want to hunt anything else. Dog. Now she keeps catching wind or something.
Forward.
So,
Forward.
into this shit. Here you go. Phew. Yeah. I say run, and I will do what I have to do. You just fucking haul ass. That fucker, if it is, yeah. Now another thing too, going into this stuff, there's broken shit everywhere. If you try to go through this and not make a sound, you might as well just give it up. You will make sound. Certain noises, like this kind of stuff, you see how the wind's blowing? When it gets really windy, then do it. You know, now if the wind was blowing this way, that noise is gonna travel. Just like you're saying. But then again, we're up top. If we were down something down in here we wanted to flush out, yeah. Little crunch, let our scent flow. If it's an animal and you're hunting, it's gonna take off. If you're playing one-on-one, get ready for a, yeah, we don't want that. But right now it's peacetime. So, here we go. Also, when you're walking down into this shit, it's slicker than a motherfucker. Most people, they walk like this, you know, straightforward now. Run this side. Instead of putting your foot down at an angle, or if you can, heel first, because this shit'll slick. you know, or if you want to walk sideways steps.
That's what I do.
Yeah, because either way, because if you fall, you're gonna fall on your butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you got your butt or your gun, boom, just don't have your finger on the trigger. So,
Yeah, I'm not graceful, so I go sideways.
yeah, I don't need my camera when we crashing and burning.
For example. My baby step blocks. Because I'm not graceful.
You can see something come through here.
But yeah.
Like I say, I play in this area an awful
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
and I know this area, and when things ain't, that's new. All right, and that's probably a big ass elk. But so we're gonna mosey on through. Also, too, like when you're patrolling or hiking or whatever, this shit, oh, it can give away at any time. So, like, if you have to go over a log that's kind of mushy, make sure.
Make sure I'll hold you.
It's like when you step over, this shit is like stepping in shit. And you also, if you're carrying a full load, you're definitely gonna sink. You know.
Herbie like me. There's your tree there. I put my hand on the tree. Too cold. Oh, and it's sinking a little bit.
Also, too, we don't have punji sticks here, but we got this shit. All that shit. One wrong move and you're getting skewered. So take your sweet time. You know, until you need to move through the woods like a ghost. That's fun. You know. Then again, you could take a log like this, butt it off right there, tie it up there, and have it up top. Simple toggle. Take some of that foxglove around here. Give some here no bad fucking day. But remember, they can play that game on you too. Oh. Another thing too, when you're walking in this kind of crap, scan real quick. It takes time practice, but you can span and see where the animals go. Peacetime, yeah. Any other time, that's where you put something a little, you know, that's the one where you slip up, because man, easiest way is always the way you'll normally go. That's why I mean embrace the fucking animal. Like the old saying, do unto others, do others do unto you. This is how I be thinking. Oh, fuck that. I know there's a crazier motherfucker out there than me. So, plotting things. See how you want it, where you're going to make a less noise. But also, if something came out, how you going to run, because this shit's fucking open. You know, when you're patrolling and if it was in real time, you're looking for a good place to walk at the same time looking for places for cover, not concealment. Concealment, yeah, just hit the ground. But we got enough big trees around here. You just do that. But like I said, up here in Washington, this would be a long range shot. You know, 100 yards, yeah. So, here we go. Also, too, if somebody was behind me, that sun will put a fucking nasty ass shadow. So, like when you stop and you're listening, make sure you're like behind a tree so you ain't casting a damn shadow. You know? I mean, there's so many things you gotta think about, but that's why you go out and practice. And with practice comes perfection. Slow and steady. Forward. Here. Working on her. Here. Cover. 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 Forward. Y'all thought I was doing this. No, I had a fart in it and the wind's blowing that way. I wanted it to kind of go this way instead of my camera woman's face. See, I'm a gentleman in the woods. Yeah, didn't expect that now, did ya? Okay, there's a place, time and a place for all things.
Good job. Forward.
Also, seeing how we're back to almost to the base camp. All right, when you're doing patrolling, you're doing a bunch of things at once. That you're always looking for different things, what's in your AO, whatever it is, water sources, food sources, any changes. And like every month, we got more and more different kinds of food coming up. You know, in springs, water is the main thing. Because I mean, worst case scenario, if things got bad, yeah, I can see people polluting the waters. Because a lot of people think it's okay to shit and piss in the goddamn creek and what have you, which ain't cool. But like I said, I'm in the Pacific Northwest. Water's the last of my fucking worries. And there's springs everywhere. Like mainly, like here, look for a little draw, you're gonna hit a spring. See what I'm saying? And everywhere you go, especially up around the mountains, Cascades, foothills, you will come up across them. You dig down far enough. Just like if you come across a dried up creek bed or stream or something, you dig down deep enough, you're gonna hit water. You know, that's another little thing. Yeah, like I said, all this stuff is just second nature to me, even though I'm a civilian. And doing video is one thing, but hands-on training, a whole lot. It becomes easier because all the little tidbits and trying to do those on a video is, you always feel like you're gonna miss something. But don't be surprised where I'm doing one video and I go, oh yeah, hey, hold up, here's another little tidbit for when you're doing this. So all my videos, they're gonna have little, wait a sec, I thought he was talking about this, and then all of a sudden, bam, here's a quick, and then go right back to it. That's what happens. Because something triggered me inside. It said, hey, here's another little snippet. You know, I'm not gonna make a whole dang video on that one little piece that I missed. You know what I'm saying? But then again, maybe it's that time and that moment somebody's gonna watch that, they needed to know that. So that's the way I look at it. So take it for what it is. Yeah. Another thing too, in reality, you know, like the military says, the time you're gonna get hit is right outside of the camp. And seeing how we're right outside of the camp, never lower your guard. Just like they say, if you're gonna get in an accident, it's within 5 miles of home. Same thing out here. You never know. You're getting ready to go to base camp, you're tired, sweaty, you know, you're thinking about Mary Jane Rottencrotch, whatever it is, that's when you're gonna get hit. So don't let your guard down, and practice even in peacetime of not letting your guard down until you're inside and your gun's on the ground and you know you're safe versus thinking you're safe. Even out here, shit can happen. Widowmakers are everywhere. You know, we got little Smokey the Bear Jr. out there going, ha 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 ha, hey boo boo. That kind of crap. Other than that, anything you want to throw in?
No, a mosquito bit my bum and the dog's booping my snack pack. Boop. Boop. She keeps going out to the pack.
So yeah, she's so mistreated and hated and fuck. That's a joke in hand. It's more like a spoiled little brat.
Can
But
I
she
help
does
you?
do a lot for us. Hey.
That was a pasta. Come on, let's go
All right.
back.
So until next time, go out and play, have fun, and enjoy.
Say like and subscribe. Good girl.